Hello, my name is Charlie Jackson. I got a little story to tell you. I'm on the old side right now, but I remember when I was younger, back in 1930. I was 15 years old, and one night and one afternoon, my dad called me out on the porch of our house, and he told me that it was time for me to grow up. It was time for me to be a man. The family could no longer, my dad had lost his job, and he could no longer support his family, and I was the oldest in the family. I had 2 brothers and 2 sisters. And he told me it was time that I had to move on. And the only thing he gave me is he gave me this old ukulele. And he said, I taught you 2-3 chords on it, and I wish you well, and I hope everything works out for you. And my mother came out on the porch about that time, and she was crying, and she had a knapsack in her hand, and she gave me the knapsack, and I hugged her, and she was crying, and I was crying. I hugged my dad, and he was crying, and I was crying. And I started down the road. I didn't know where I was going to go, what I was going to do. And along about, after I'd walked for about a half a mile back towards town, I heard a train coming into town. And as the train approached town, it slowed down. And I saw about maybe 6 or 7 guys run out of a bunch of bushes or some trees over on the side. And they ran up and hopped into the open door of a boxcar. And so without thinking, I just kind of joined them. I hopped up in that boxcar too. I climbed in and I looked around and nobody was saying anything. They were all just staring at the walls. One guy said, "What's that you got?" I said, "That's a ukulele." And that was my introduction to hobo life. Riding on the railroad, old shoe whistle, riding on the railroad, don't care where I go. All I was a family was another lost to do. So I chose the railroad to see where it would lead. Riding on the railroad, old shoe whistle, riding on the railroad, don't care where I go. I said goodbye to Mama and my daddy too. I said goodbye, then I cried, didn't know what to do. Oh, riding on the railroad, old sea whistle, riding on the railroad, don't care where I go. Rode the rails many a mile, walked a few miles too. Strummed and found this ukulele while I sang the blues. Riding on the